everyone. Welcome to Brainwaves and Banter, yet another episode. So today's episode is going to be different and a little weird for me because Sneha is down with fever, and we decided I'll just go ahead and make this one. So it's very weird because I'm always used to like seeing her on the other side of the screen, and yeah, it feels different, and it's not that to and for conversation we have. So just bear with me for this episode. I hope to keep you engaged, and I also have so this episode is mostly like one-sided conversation. It's an open-ended conversation. It's just idea, like my thoughts and my perspective on things. We might talk about several things because I have a lot to talk about in general, and I don't think it's just going to be a single topic. So I think first, the thought I had while doing this episode was to talk about how age is just a number. I personally feel age is just a number and it just keeps incrementing every year. I recently turned 30, and I think this is something which drove me to actually talk about it because I personally feel no difference. Like, sure, I used to get like really excited in general, like every year, and that happened, I think, only till 25, and then I'm stuck. I think I'm mentally stuck at 25 or maybe 27, but it's very hard to believe that. So when someone comes and asks me what my age is, I think the first number I get in my head is like 27, and it's very difficult for me to get 30 out of my mouth, because I think I'm mentally stuck there. You know what I'm trying to tell you? I think this is also one of the reasons why I believe like the two types of aging. Like one is the mental age, and the second one is the physical, if that makes sense. I don't know, but just keeps running on in my head. So I feel like people who are like we keep hearing this a lot, seeing young at heart, right? So it again drops down to the perspective, how people see things, how people do things. So I think that's something I believe is mental health, because an older person in general who is more into creative stuff or do what they really like or love is more happy, and that's how the young at heart, maybe, I don't know, this is again my perspective. So that doesn't mean just because they're old they just need to be very dull and inactive in their life. Because I personally haven't seen anyone recently, and I think that's a good sign, because everyone's out there exploring new opportunities, exploring things that they like, and that's a really good thing. And I also feel like there's a certain amount of pressure from society in general when it comes to age, where we have been hearing about it. I'm sure you guys might have heard it as well, like how one needs to be settled by a certain age, career wise or personal life, or how things need to be in place. But I personally feel there's no fun in actually looking at it that way, because I feel experiences in general makes up a person, makes a person, like your experiences make who you are, right? Like define who you are. Experiences in general help you shape your life and where you want to be in the next phase, irrespective of how old you are. And now when we talk about experiences, I have another thought in my head, which is about change, because we also keep hearing that people are some people might not actually be comfortable with the idea of change, but we also know that change is inevitable, right? Because change is the only constant in life. I think this is what I believe. So me personally, I used to be very uncomfortable with change in general, because change always has a lot of comes with a lot of uncertainty, and for me, I need a clear picture in my head on what's going to happen or how it's going to happen. But I think with time, I started embracing the uncertainty in life, because that's giving me that excitement quotient in life. It helps me, it keeps me very motivated and excited, is what I can say. So I think change is for the good. And again, it's how people take it. And this is purely my opinion on how I'm okay with change nowadays. And it's funny how recently, like when I go through Instagram or other social media apps, I see a lot of memes on being 30 or being 40 in general, because everyone's like, I just want to stay home and I want to not go out after a certain time, like say 9 in the evening, things like that. And then I'm like, I get that weird satisfaction that they are people who are actually like me, like who think like me. But I again feel it's, it's about you wanting to put in that energy to actually be there outside, or you wanting to just be in your comfort zone at home watching your favorite TV show and having your favorite meal. So I think it's more of preserving our energy and mental peace than actually figuring out to be out there. That again is an individual perspective, but these are some funny memes I'm like coming across on Instagram, and that makes me feel good, because I feel the same way too. Yeah, other than change and other than the age factor in general, the other thing that comes to my mind is, with all the memes on Instagram about turning 30, I personally feel the same too. It's about how we have a confined set of friends group, and how we're like not able to make new friends. I don't know if it's the same with you guys, but this is what I feel, and I actually relate to it, because I have a very like I used to have a larger friends group, but like I have like filtered them through, and with time it has taken its course, and now I just have few friends whom I actually talk to regularly, and I'm okay with it. Like I've made peace with it, I'm happy with it. But at the same time, I just keep thinking randomly on certain days, and I feel like, why do I not have more friends? Or I also feel like, given the current situation, how can I like make friends? Because when you are at a point in life where you constantly talk to certain people, and you know what you're doing at work and everything in general, it's like, is there a way actually to make new friends? I don't know. So this is one question that haunts me, like in general, but not all the time. Just sometimes maybe. I feel this again like boils down to you being able to put in that effort and given that energy to actually go out there and look for new people. But I personally feel so. I'm like I want the best of both worlds. So I personally feel like I have like no energy in me to like introduce myself all like from the beginning to create that bond. Like if you're good friends like since like 10 years or so, there needs to be a background set up, right? Like the effort that you guys put in and things like that. So this, and I think it also has to do with your introverted nature, or how much of an extrovert you are in general. So I think this is another thing which is on my mind constantly, because I personally consider myself as an introvert until I know people, or until I'm comfortable with them, talking to them. You know what I mean? Like when I meet you for the very first time, I might not talk like how I'm currently talking on this podcast, or how I talk to Sneha. Like I might like just be quiet all the time, even if it's for hours together. I might be like sitting right across you, but I can still not like utter a word. I'll just sit there in silence, but once like I get to know someone, like once that introductory ice breaking session is done, I'm like myself. Like I can like talk hours together, and there were times when people actually asked me to stop talking, so I can go till that extent. So I think I'm like a selectively introvert or an extrovert person, and I think that happens with a lot of us. So we can't actually define ourselves in this thing, is what I feel, because when it comes to family or when it comes to your closer circle, you definitely tend to talk a lot more than with strangers. But some people have the ability to talk right on, like be on point with strangers as well. And I think I really appreciate people like that, like I really wish, it's not about confidence, but I really wish like I had that skill set of like just being out there and doing. But I think that's not me, and yeah, I think I'm just happy being selectively extroverted. So I think that's all I had for today. Like, this has been a fun episode, and this has also made me realize how much I miss Neha not being on this podcast. But yeah, hopefully she'll be back by next episode. I hope you guys had a good time watching this episode. Please do like, share, subscribe, and comment your thoughts. And if you guys like have any other suggestions on what we can talk about in general, do text or comment the same. And so this episode is purely and entirely about my perspective and how I feel about different things in life. That's all. Thank you.